How you deal the game? How you just demolish the Bangladesh team in the ground?
Sorry, what's that?
You just destroy the Bangladesh team in the ground. How you manage the game?
Yeah, obviously we wanted to come out really aggressive. We have some interesting memories of the last time we played Bangladesh, and that was in our minds a little bit. So yeah, we obviously have a little bit of a different team, have some really fast bowlers, and we wanted to be aggressive early. We know that if we give a team like Bangladesh a little sniff or a little chance, they'll take it. They're a really talented team, have some really dangerous players. Obviously have a pretty big out in terms of Shakib. But yeah, we just said about being aggressive, trying to get early wickets and go from there.
Okay, some questions from myself, if I may. Quite the bowling performance from you today, Adam. That's got to be among the more satisfying spells that you will have bowled in T20 cricket.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. Like, obviously, you look at cricket as a results-based game and you see the 5 wickets, but wasn't the best I've bowled. But in terms of the situation of our World Cup and how important a big win was, it feels really good to be able to contribute. Obviously, to bowl them out for 70-odd and get the run so quick gets us up to second on the ladder now. So it's a satisfying win and it was a really important one for us.
Quite the statement. Obviously, a few games back, losing to England. Do you now feel that you've responded following that loss and Australia are now approaching full throttle?
Obviously, it's been a really weird World Cup. Like, you feel like some guys in our team haven't really spent much time out in the middle. Obviously you want to win games like we did today, but I don't know about full throttle. I think it's really important that this West Indies game is the next one on our minds. They're a really dangerous team, and same as Bangladesh, they played really well against us a few months ago. So they're a really dangerous team. Really important to win this next one so that we can hopefully secure our place in the finals.
Brilliant, thank you very much. We'll now move over to questions on Zoom then, please. We'll take the first question, please, from Arkoom. Okay, Arkoom's not there, so let's go to Shubham, please. Shubham Madan.
Hi, Adam. Yeah, my question is to you is that was there any nervousness or any kind of pressure, like when you were seeing that you have to cross the net run rate of South Africa while bowling, like any kind of mind of how will be the net run rate you will be playing in the further tournament for Australia for qualifying for the semi-finals?
There was a little bit of a conversation we had about not worrying about net run rate, just trying to win these 2 games was what we spoke about. But once we bowled them out for 73, we did have a conversation in the change rooms before the batting innings about getting the runs before the 8th over. So once we got in the situation where we felt like it was a target and doable, then the conversation was had. So wouldn't say we were nervous about it. We felt really confident going into today's game, but it was a conversation had at the halfway mark.
Great, thank you. We'll now move to Tawhid, please. Your question.
Hi, Adam. Yeah, you were talking, just said very briefly about playing Bangladesh a couple of months ago in Bangladesh and Dhaka. How useful was that experience in helping you with today's performance?
Yeah, it was probably more useful for the bowlers in our team. They have some really good young players, some dangerous guys they can win a game. So I think in terms of our batsmen, the conditions were pretty alien in Dhaka. They were the toughest wickets that we've probably come across in international cricket. So it was probably going to be a different kind of bowling that we faced, even though a very similar bowling attack that we played against a few months ago. I feel like this wicket was probably, obviously a little bit better for batting, so their game plans probably changed. But for us, we had some gold nuggets on the Bangladesh batsmen that we definitely tried to use.
We'll go to Louis Cameron now, please. Your question?
Zams, can you talk us through the hat-trick ball? Looked like you might have had a bit of a wry smile on your face after that one.
Yeah, because I got the 2 wickets probably 3 overs before my next ball, I actually didn't think anyone else knew that I was on a hat-trick. I wanted it that way because I didn't feel like I wanted the batsman to know either, in case he tried to slog one or whatever. So yeah, I said, "Oh, Wadey, that was my hat-trick, mate." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. I tried to catch it for you, but yeah, that was hence the wry smile." But yeah, I've never got a hat-trick, still haven't got one, but I can't really blame Wadey too much. He's been taking some beautiful catches in this World Cup in particular.
Yeah, bad luck on that front, mate. And just I want to ask you about the West Indies series earlier this year, and looking ahead to your next game against them. What are the kind of things that you picked up from that series that might hold you in good stead going into that match?
Yeah, it's always nice to have, as I said, we try to use it on Bangladesh, a couple of gold nuggets that we felt like could have worked against them, and it's going to be the same against West Indies. Obviously, they're such a dangerous side, particularly for me personally as a spin bowler. They've got guys that can hit it out of the park, so going to have to be on my game, but pretty important game for us as everyone knows. But yeah, obviously we've got the big quicks that we feel like that's probably going to be an ace against these guys. But yeah, really important game.
And now to Matt Roller, please.
Yeah, hi Adam. I think that was your first 5 for Australia. Could you talk a bit about the emotions around that achievement?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I feel like sometimes I've actually bowled better without that result. Felt like the ball didn't exactly land where I wanted it to today, but result-based game and nice to have one against my name now. It's something that's definitely, probably not that I've thought about too much, but I know it's eluded me for the last 6 years I've been playing for Australia, so it's nice to tick that box.
And you obviously took a little bit of tap against England last time out. Is it sort of easy to stay level and write that off as just something that happens from time to time in this format?
Well, I wouldn't say easy to write off. Obviously, it's disappointing to that whole game for us was really disappointing, and hopefully we can use that as a learning curve. I'll definitely personally trying to be doing that. We might be coming up against England in the finals, and yeah, it'd be nice to try and take some learnings from that game and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Okay, and final questions from Melinda Farrell, please.
Thanks. Hey, Adam, just obviously Australia went back to the 7 specialist batters, bringing Mitch Marsh back in. Do you think a plan that you might stick with going forwards?
We're going to be really flexible with that, I think. The conversation has really been a lot about matchups. Ash in particular has had a great few years in this team. He's really important. He's been our best bowler, really handy number 7 or 8 batsman, and one of our best fielders. So to have him sitting on the bench it's really stiff on Ash, but the matchups thing is really important today. Bangladesh, we felt like the extra pace was going to work for us, but it'll be up to the selectors to decide whether or not we feel like it's going to be 7-4 or 6-5, whether it's going to be 3 quicks, 1 spinner, or 2 and 2. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, the wickets here are really conducive to spin, but our bowlers are bowling really well at the moment.